We are
Go.
live now. And yes, we were talking about the Dark Age books and writing in general because we were decrying the state of many things. I mean, if we wanted to really go in depth on that, I mean, we've had a few discussions on the CGL books, but I mean, we were discussing DC stuff and Kirkman stuff and stuff like that before the week went live. We've got Garmin Romano, we've got Armor, we've got Tanky, and we've got Ninja Keller. And I've got a broken down sun spider ear I need to fix.
The tragic little sun spider, you non-canonical killing machine.
One thing, I mean, I'm gonna do a video on them because I have them, and I do like the sun spider how it looks, the giant locust. But it is not an omni-mech because the endosteel, the ferrofibrous, and all this stuff moves around, so it is not an omni-mech. So it has to be a battle mech with all the weapons and all the equipment as modular.
I don't think I've ever actually seen a record sheet for it. I understand it's not canonical, but like, where does this thing come from?
They
MWO.
the guys at MWO made record sheets for it, and they brought them to a convention.
Okay.
So they do the record sheets do exist, but if you look at them, like it is very weird how it is because like I said, the stuff that shouldn't be moving is moving, so things get a little bit odd. So the way I'm explaining it is, it's basically a proto omni-mech, which is what it is in the lore. It's a proto omni-mech, and it has modular equipment for all the equipment, so you can pull it in and on and off at will. Mm-hmm. But you can only do the configurations. You can't do on the spot refits and stuff like that, like with a regular omni-mech. That's how I explained it, at least.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And it's a 5'8", 70 tonner with decent armor. It replaces the Thor quite well, I believe. So,
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
In anticipation of the stream today, I sat down and was looking through some of my technical readouts, and what I came to realize was is that in none of the original technical readouts, and even on up into now, like inner sphere mechs, they don't tell you where the heat sinks go. They're not listed.
Huh?
Wow.
If you open 3025 and look at it, there are no heat sinks listed.
For even things like the Awesome, which is packed full.
Yeah, which is crammed full of them. It doesn't give you a single location.
I'd have to pull one of my books out or whatever. I remember it being said. I don't have an electronic copy of any of the TROs, so I can't check right now because I have paper copies of most of the TRO. I do have it, but I've got all my paper TROs, so why would I download them?
That's fair.
I mean, I sat there and was looking through it, and I just was like, wait a minute. And then I went through multiple TROs, and they're not shown.
I'm struggling to remember because I have the newer TROs that Catalyst is. Yeah, I have the newer ones, and I think they list where heat sinks go.
I believe so.
Pretty sure.
Give me a second, and I'll tell you.
And we're letting people come in slowly but surely.
TRO.
I have one more sun spider to clean up. Then I need to print bases, but I think I've got another spool somewhere of magic juice. But
speaking of spools, I don't know if they do this up there in Quebec or anything, but I had been seeing. I had been seeing on some of the Bamboo Facebook pages people posting pictures of the display at this retail store we have called Target. All right. The bottom of the display, they're selling A1 minis, and then the rest of the display is Bamboo PLA spools. So the one
That might be at like Best Buy or something like that. Here we don't have.
Well, no, they're
Targets
at
here
Target.
Anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
we
guys
don't have
Targets
Targets
up here
here
anymore.
Yeah, we
I
had them for a
just
year
heard
and
the
then they
other
went
night-
bankrupt.
I just heard the other night that Best Buy has been stocking a brand. I don't know if it's Bamboo or Prusa or Sunlu or what. And I even heard someone say Walmarts are starting to stock them, which is huge if true. But
I mean,
yeah, I
it's-
ended up finding some at a Target. So if you are doing filament printing with Bamboo, they've got it at Target. Check your local Targets.
I mean, you don't even need, the same
This
brand as you're
this bit
using.
not
so-
sponsored by Bamboo.
All right, guys. I'm looking in the 3067 book under the
Yeah.
Brigand. The Brigand has a 150 engine, which means it can hold 6 heat sinks, and it has 10 heat sinks on board.
Mhm.
There are no heat sinks listed in the weapons and ammo critical locations table.
Fascinating.
Yeah, but the
Whoopsie-daisy.
more on the modern ones is because they give you where the ferrofibrous and the endo steel are and the heat sinks in
Well,
another
TRO
section.
TRO
Well-
3067 should tell you, if you flip to the Templar, it should tell you where the endo steel and whatnot goes.
No.
For
Let
the
me
no,
get
for
there.
the oh well, it is a good thing. I need to check, especially for the old books. I wouldn't be too terribly surprised for like TRO 3025, even 3050. I wouldn't be terribly surprised if it was a little bit odd like that.
Whoops, we
But-
forgot the
Alright.
math.
In the
To be
Templar,
fair,
in the Templar, it gives you, it's an Omni mech. It tells
Yeah.
you where that stuff goes. In non-Omni mechs, it doesn't tell you where any of that stuff is.
Well, technically, for endo and ferro, it doesn't matter. Honestly, it just doesn't matter where it's
Yeah,
at.
I
Oh,
understand
can't
You
that.
say
Can't
that,
you
but
not-
there's a distribution table and everything.
Yeah,
of where
about to
things
say,
should
there-
go.
Isn't there a rule that you can't move the endo steel at the very
No,
least? I don't
on
know
an
about the
on an
ferro.
Omni mech you can't. That's why it is actually.
But on a non-omni one, and
Heck.
I made up one when we were trying to figure out, okay, where's this ferrofibrous going to distribute? And it's like the endo steel distribution,
Yeah.
where there's a certain number of crits per location.
So you're saying that in the Templars loadouts, it does tell you where additional heat sinks would go, though, yeah? So they do it for the Omni mechs, but not for the standard mechs. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't
I'd
see
have to double
any-
check.
Yeah, it does show double heat sinks, but under the Templar, but you get to the Legacy, which is the mech immediately before it, and it's got it would have to have one double heat sink, and it doesn't show you where any of that stuff is. And it also says it has
Huh.
endo steel. It doesn't tell you where any of it is.
Yeah, but for like I said, for endo steel and ferrofibrous, it's not as problematic
On a non-omni.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because there
but
should be just a standard
I'm
distribution.
just
Omni.
simply,
Mhm.
I was digging through that today, and I bumped into that, and that was something I wanted to bring up because I was like, okay, because I know it's listed on the mech sheets.
I've had this book for almost 20 years.
Yeah,
And I never noticed this.
I've had this book since I didn't need a walker, and what the hell,
Quick to pull us back to the topic. What 60 tonners are around
know.
there?
3067. I'm not sure. I am all the way up to 3060. That's where I want to end today. My super glue is not super gluing. This is
Doom.
no, it's
You
gluing my
might have a-
fingers, but not the mini. That situation.
Okay, the 60 tonner in 3067 is the Argus, which is a pretty good mech.
Oh no, the Argus is very nice.
We appreciate the Argus here.
Yes,
Never
that's
had
why
any
I always
complaints about
always
it.
that's why I always make it an actual Omni mech rather than a non-Omni mech. Because I have a leg that's broken and the torso. The torso being separate from the legs is usually good because it lets me clean up the mini better. But the leg breaking off was something new, but that's because the sun spider is a bit spindly. Like a spider, you know.
I was about to say that.
His
Okay,
feet are backwards.
Well, the Hellfire is also in 3060. Oh wait, we said 62 or 67?
3067.
67. Okay.
Is there a clan one?
Hang on just a second.
Yeah. Oh, it's the 2012 print that I'm looking at. That's probably why.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm in the clan section. Yep. Yeah, there's a clan section. That's why. Leave it to me to open up in the wrong spot.
It's the right spot. So I mean, we've been going through all sorts of 60 tonners. Really, people are not walking in today, I guess. We will see. Or the numbers that I see here are not accurate, or we're just not lucky, or, you know, it's YouTube.
The views.
They've changed some of their rules for monetization. I don't have any issues because I'm already monetized, but for some people who are wanting to get monetized, things like that, it's gonna be a lot rougher going forward. And we're going to start with someone dying.
Oh, sorry. Just close the door. I'm priming.
With the Mad Dog / Vulture. Most people will remember it as the Vulture, mostly.
Love it.
It is iconic, yes. And it scared the Inner Sphere Mech Warriors incredibly. It has a fairly cool look, so that really helps. And it's one of those mechs that I have very bad experiences with because it kept killing me back in the days. So,
Oh yeah.
See, this is why Inner Sphere players are like, we need a heavy Omni mech. We need it fast, and we need it to have a lot of guns.
Because the problem is, like, you've got this and you've got Timberwolves. You've got like the two primes carrying 40 racks of LRM. So, you know, your archers are outgunned massively by two of the basic clan mechs. So things don't turn out right for a lot of people.
They're not particularly outgunning because they can't use it all, though.
Just make your shutdown safe.
Yeah. The way I view it is the clanners, like, because of the no minimum ranges, they keep flipping the idea of LRMs and SRMs off. Because Mad Dog, Prime, 2 large pulse lasers and some medium pulse lasers. So you're going to probably use that more often than the missiles, and then use the missiles for crit seeking instead of long range fire support.
Oh, you can easily, with a Vulture, you can easily just sit him on a top of a hill for a while, bombard at your art's content, and once something gets close by, you just laser it to death. I mean,
or the opposite.
That's what you'd normally do with an archer.
The opposite, because you only have 1 ton of ammo for each LRM-20, so that's more of a special shotgun.
I mean, you use you use it to soften up the other guy. I mean, 12 shots, that's 6 turns. You know, in those 6 turns, he's gonna be softened up like one. Let's say you hit it 1 every turn for a little while.
It has the speed and mobility to keep the range open against equivalent Inner Sphere 60 tonners.
Yeah, but
any fire support mechs. I mean, except like the Bombardier. But if you're bringing a Bombardier, you might have some issues to begin with.
My problem is the large pulse and the LRM-20s almost have the exact same range brackets. I think the LRM just gets 1 more hex of range. So you're more encouraged to use the large pulse lasers over the LRM, especially with how little ammo you have.
All I know is that years ago, I was playing in the Mech Warrior. I was playing a role-playing game, and the guy who was running the game double gauze rifled headshotted me with a Mad Dog C, and my main character, he went far. He was spaghetti sauce after that. I mean, there was nothing left of that guy.
Oh man.
And Mad Dog sees a. The Mad Dog C is definitely a thing.
Definitely
It's-
a bit of
I
a
mean-
friendship check.
All I know
Deceptively
is-
brutal mech.
I will take the Mad Dog
I
A
mean-
whenever I can, and my personal variant.
Improved targeting medium on top of things.
It's a decent range bracket to be at for it, medium with the LRMs and the large pulses.
LB5, ERPPC, and all the SRM6s in the world. That's
I don't hate
also a configuration.
I don't hate it.
Oh no, I'd swap the LB5X for another ERPPC and just say fuck it. But that's just me.
Oh, there is a variant with 2 ERPPCs though. The
I mean, it's the
Sierra?
Mad Dog.
Yes, it's the S.
It's the Mad Dog. There's a configuration. You could just say that.
If you needed a moon landing unit, there would be one.
That would probably be a U config or an X
There-
config.
Yeah.
Is there a Yukon?
No.
yes,
No,
it's
there's
the
an
Yukon
advanced-
fig is meant
Oh,
for
no,
underwater
it's in
fighting.
Planet Advanced. Yeah.
Yeah. The V is the Aero 4
Experimental.
variant.
Mhm. Oddly enough,
Because
there-
you need an Aero 4 variant.
Oddly enough, there is not a Vulture with an autocannon 20 carrier of some sort.
Because
But
it
there
has
is
a
one with
hag.
a hag.
surprisingly.
There is a Hag carrier.
There are 2 hag
Oh,
carriers.
that's one with Argel on top of things because Argel is
Because
fun.
it goes underwater, and you
Underwater,
don't want those breaches.
I mean,
Nope.
yeah, it actually survives breaches.
So-
unlike everything.
of all things, the clans have the best underwater fighting units.
But nobody
Wob would
fights
beg to
underwater.
differ.
No, I mean Argel's always stupidly
Unless you
expensive,
get hit in the
but,
head, because it's the Inner Sphere that came up with the Mech Warrior Aquatic Survival System that I think a few clan mechs use, but mostly no, they just use.
It's pod equipment. You can mount it on
Yeah,
pods, so
you
you can
could.
do it for your own.
But the
custom-
idea being
custom.
that the hard
Yeah, the
shell's
V-
just there so you don't die to breaches.
The V version's the one with the Aero
All you
4
need is a
because
scuba mask and an airline. I mean, come on.
what are you doing? What's the D and what's the double D? I think the double D is the one that I set up.
The D
No,
No,
is
the double D does
ATM.
exist.
The double D
Okay.
is a little mix
The
of everything. for
LB2X
whatever
carrier.
reason. Yeah.
It's an LB2X carrier.
But look at the rest of
We
its
will
guns.
ignore the double D.
No, we can talk about it. It's still got an LRM
3
20.
medium pulse.
Still got an SRM
3
6.
medium pulse.
3 medium pulse. It's
It's the,
decent.
it's the training one.
No, it has LB2X. It has LB2X.
But it has 2 of them. So use that as your fly swatter.
Oh, this one's got a Streak LRM 15.
Oh, is that the Tango or the India?
There's the Golf.
Oh, not a fan of the India configuration. I looked at that just a little bit ago before we hopped in.
ERPPC and 2 rotary AC2s with a PPC cap. Okay,
Ooh.
that's
Cat
odd.
PC,
I will just
good
say that
idea.
it's odd.
Rotary AC2s.
Well, that
Maybe not
ERPPC with
worth
a
the price.
capacitor is a guaranteed armor eraser.
Yeah, that's
And-
20 damage when you hit.
And then the 2 rotary AC2s, if you're shooting them at 5, I mean you've got like plenty of rounds for
They
them.
don't jam as
And
much.
I mean, whatever your PPC has punched through, the rotary AC2 will cause crits. to
Yeah.
it.
What's its battle value?
2042.
42.
2042, which is 500 more than a gargoyle.
I mean, if you want a guy who's gonna strip armor away from a location and then get 10 SRM2s downrange, sure, I guess.
That is a mech that should be used with the 2 of them should be used in a star.
That'd be
Yeah,
The
annoying,
Tango's
but, like,
the ER laser version of the Prime.
it
basically.
took them
Oh.
this long
With-
to do something
with
very
Artemis
normal.
5.
Well, I like it having
With
Artemis.
Artemis
I like
5.
it
There's
having
nothing
Artemis
in
5.
here that should have come out so late, right? Because Artemis 5 actually
Artemis 5.
that's actually
It's
actually
3060s.
Artemis 5 and more
Yeah.
ammo.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I do when I play MechWarrior on MechWarrior 5. I mean, that's generally what I do. I swap the pulse lasers for ERs and stick more ammo in.
Maybe a heat sink or
I
two.
think a couple of eat sinks, but in MechWarrior 5, it doesn't matter. Eat is just a suggestion in those games. Like, oh no, I'm overeating. Oh, I'm gonna shut down, and I'm in MechWarrior 5, so I'm a clanner. I can keep moving when I'm shut down. So I don't care.
Oh, wow.
Yes, clans cheat a little bit. Inner Sphere shut down. They actually shut down and stop moving. But when you shut down, you can keep moving. That's the difference between Inner Sphere and clan
I will
in MechWarrior 5.
I will say I think it's funny because after I got an Avatar mini out of the Kurita Ranger Lance, I was looking at Avatar variants and I came across the Avatar with 2 Gauss rifles, and it's kind of funny that even though it's an Inner Sphere first gen Omni, it's slightly better than it's a slightly better choice to take this over a Mad Dog Charlie.
It has more armor.
More
You're a
tonnage,
little
so a
biggest
better
difference.
kick, little slower, bigger kick, slightly more armor. When its Gauss's run out of ammo, it has 2 hard-mounted medium lasers for backup guns. Vulture C, you
But
run
at
out of
70
ammo,
ton, at
no
a se-
backup gun.
Well, in the Vulture C's defense, when you look at it in the books on the TROs, it's considered a second line variance. You don't see it in the front line lists.
Which is
I mean,
weird.
it's what you use when your Galahads are busy doing something else. That's sad
that's
when
because
your
the
Omni-Mech
Galahads,
replaces a
the
standard.
Galahads are
But
trying to keep up.
Oh God, yeah.
the Galahads are busy shooting down planes. All the planes.
keep-
They're
keeping up.
slowly getting there as they are what, a 3.5?
4.6. 4.6.
No, Galahad's a 3.5.
Is it 3.5?
I
Am
think
I
the OG
misremembering? No, it's
Galahad
4.6.
was.
It's 4.6.
Oh,
The
I think
Glass Fighter.
Ninja's.
Yeah, the
Ninja's
original
referring to the
Galahad
OG
is
one.
3.5, which is an Inner Sphere version, which you don't really want. The Clan Galahad with extended torso trick, twist, multi-track, and anti-aircraft targeting is kind of what you want. With a pair of
Oh, that
Gauss
thing's
rifles,
sick.
yeah.
I mean, you can shoot down 2 planes per turn. Isn't that great?
Threshold a
goodness
dropship.
me.
Too many
Oh.
heat sinks. The problem with it's not a problem. The Mad Dog has 12 hard mounted heat sinks, and you can't remove those 2 extra heat sinks because they're in the engine. You can't really mess around with stuff that's in the engine.
Can we go back? Was that just a clan Omni rifleman?
No, it's not Omni.
It's not an Omni, but it's
But
basically
it is
it's
effectively a
Galahad.
rifleman, a rifleman 2C. That's not the rifleman 2C.
It's a Rifleman 3C.
It is the Rifleman's brother. It's based off the Galahad, which was another replacement for the Rifleman. And
I love the rifleman around here.
it's not as good as the Galahad was actually. Yeah, I mean, pair Gauss rifle. I mean, it's hard to argue that a pair of Gauss rifle don't do the trick, right? Pair Gauss rifles generally do the trick. But the Galahad, on top of things, it's decently fast at 4.6. It's got significant armor. It's not terribly expensive. In cash, not in BV. In BV, it's still almost 2,000. I know. But I mean, 201 Pharaoh points of Pharaoh. I think it's maxed out. Is it? Isn't it maxed out? Yeah, it's maxed out. So maxed out armor, 4.6. You're never gonna overeat because all you have is a pair of Gauss rifles. You got 16 shots per gun. You have a standard engine, so you don't have too many issues there. I know you've got an extra ton of ammo in the center torso, so you've got 20 shots per gun.
It's another example of why clan second lines are sometimes more terrifying than their front line Omnis.
I'm looking at the Bane 3 as we say this.
Yeah, Bane is a thing. Yes, Bane is a
Or
thing.
He's a big
Crucible?
guy.
You walk into the clan rear line and it's just like, oh look, it's the ideal Gauss boat.
So Speaking of the vultures and the mad dogs, we completely, for some reason in the timeline, we skip a vulture Mark II or a vulture 2, and we go straight into the vulture.
It's because
3.
the vulture 2's the one at McQuarrie 4 with the lasers the medium lasers mounted in the chin turret rather than the arms for the prime config. It's a
Oddly, never saw that.
Basically a new not a body kit. It's a new chassis built with the exact same specs, basically. For the Vulture 2.
I believe it was made like in Ghost Bear territory, in the Inner Sphere and the Rozalog territories. That's why they look weird, but it's technically it's an Inner Sphere built Mad Dog. That's what's kind of the thing, and then they just switched over to the 3 for an actual model.
And I don't see it here in the bottom. Basically, put a chin turret on your Mad Dog, and that's it. Just
I
a
thought
Mad
that was
Dog
the
with
Mark
a chin
III.
turret. No, the Mark III takes the same approach with the chin turret. The Mark II is just the same body as the Mark III is a little bit different in terms of base weapon. It's 6 CR medium laser and 4 LRM-20s because FU, that's why.
Wait a minute. Does this one move 4.6 instead of 5.8? How are we putting 420s
well, they're
on
clan
this
420s. They weigh half as much.
They weigh that's 20 tons of missiles, six smallish lasers, six large lasers, but with the numbers filed off.
Plenty are mediums.
Yeah, and you only have 12 heat sinks, so there's that.
We love our pocket larges.
I mean, the Mad Dog Mark III is a different type of aggressive, basically. And it doesn't have ammo. It also doesn't have ammo, okay?
Yeah, that was the trade-off. It's under heat synced and under ammoed.
You have a ton of ammo per launcher, so you technically can fire your missiles as long as the original Vulture. But you can shoot a lot more missiles. So, I mean, it evens out.
With a 5.8 Oh, I
understood the ER medium lasers there. Oh, there's a version with paired rotary AC5s in the side
There
torsos.
you go.
In the
sorry,
side torsos.
I caught myself hitting a dead zone. I'm sorry.
If it was so expensive, I'd take the C with the 8 Streak 6 launchers.
That's also funny. That is also very funny.
Well, what I was going to say was with the Vulture Mark III Prime, the idea, I guess, there is that you have 3 turns to just stand there, fire those LRM-20s off until you're out of ammo, and then use your speed to get in there with 6 ER medium lasers because,
that's
it's 6
more
ER medium lasers.
Problem.
Yeah, if you can't solve the problem with that many salvos of missiles, you need a better plan.
You'll have star mates to back you up. So, and I mean, you're effectively
it follows the standard clan format. You have 1 minute of fire, then you fall back to the reload point and you rearm.
Because the fights are not, for many clanners, the fight's not supposed to last longer than that.
No, they are very short engagement because it's all a duel. It's a trial.
Supposed to be.
Yeah,
I just remembered that there's a C3I version of the Mark III. I just got reminded of that.
Because
the Mark III BLO. They get it. They make it in the Dark Age, the Blessed Order.
The Mark IV is the ferrolamellar version. I'm not sold on it, but
with a double XL engine.
No, it has a regular XL. It has a
really.
It's not a Mad Cat Mark IV. It is the Mad Dog Mark IV, which is a little bit more reasonable. If it had a double XL, it could have more armor, which wouldn't be bad either. So you have to
deal with a double XL on an OmniMech.
Yeah, standard 300 XL. Wow.
I mean, what's buying one extra dropship? Okay, it's just one extra dropship or a mech. You choose.
We finally have a reasonable frontline heavy mech. Put a double XL engine in it.
We no
You know-
longer have a reasonable frontline heavy mech.
You know, speaking of buying dropships, just as an aside, real quick, I was playing with Mech Lab on Sunday because I'm really tired of telling it, even though I want it to like build me a list that can include, you know, battle armors and tanks. It always gives me mech lists. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to tell you that I want these units. Just build me a 10,000 point jihad list for the Nova Cats. And on my first roll, it was like, okay, I'll keep a Morrigu fire support tank into this tank, into that tank. Now,
That's reasonable.
give me some. Now, lock those into my selection, re-roll it, tell me what I get. Tell me why Mech Lab or a Mech Bay gave me a Confederate C and a fucking God, no, it was a Confederate from 27 something and a Union C or something like that. And I was just like, in what
Okay.
universe, Mech Bay? In what universe? Also, kind of want to run this list, even though we ban dropships. I'll just ground them.
Yeah, but ground dropship are boring.
Just give me 2 dropships and 3 tanks. I'll cover that 6x4 table. Trust me, bro.
Probably. You will probably cover it.
We're going to fall back and use Arrow 4s.
The equivalent of what is it in the 3,000 point Warhammer game? How you can bring a Warhound Titan?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay,
Go-
this is my list. Just this.
Deal with it.
It is a Warhound Titan.
Either I get good rolls and you simply stop existing, or I fail all of my rolls, and this is a very
We
boring
just
game.
sit here and watch each other.
Why are there 2 crabs?
I'm not sure why there's 2 crabs. Just 'cause
My internet blipped. Ignore the second crab. There is only one crab.
I
There
thought
can be only one. A
I
trial
am the
to the death.
I am the true crab, the king of all.
a
all
king
will
crab,
become
if you
crab.
will. Crab rave. Yay.
Hell yeah.
I haven't played everything as crab in a little bit. I should probably just. I've got too many games I'm playing.
I mean, I got
But-
too much money.
No.
I had a fire list I was going to do for an Alpha Strike game, and I was tempted to throw in the 54 crab. Dear Lord, it is fragile. I forgot the XXL engine in it.
It has an XXL composite. It has like everything that is awful.
Classic, it's hilarious because it's just zooming everywhere. But
Yeah,
Alpha
does it-
Strike, that's just too squishy.
Well, Alpha Strike, I mean, once you start having just an XL engine, you're very squishy. So,
Yeah, the Alpha Strike system really punishes anything that doesn't have standard fusion engine in the name.
no, sir, I must destroy the whole city without reloading. Well, that's what you've got laser boats for, Argyle. I try
So-
not to.
So when
Honestly,
it comes to
the
the Mad
Vulture
Dog,
is.
like, are we sold on the 4? Would we rather have the 3 or just stick with the tried and true standard Vulture?
And all of them
Because
are
it has-
different enough that
I would take the Vulture 4 happily because of the SRM 6s.
Okay.
I will fully admit I prefer having Mad Dogs with SRMs instead of LRMs. So I will take it.
I mean, the thing is, they're all just different enough that they're different mechs, but they're not different enough that they should start investing in putting more of those in boxes. I don't know
Because
how
like
to
the
say it.
Vulture, the Vulture Mark IV Prime is a Vulture Alpha, I
yeah.
believe.
Yep.
Vulture, yeah.
So it's like, right, you're just a your Prime is just an Alpha with Feral Lamellar. A lot of your loadouts are just a regular Vulture with Feral Lamellar.
I mean, Feral Lamellar, we discussed it. It's good against the other guy bringing missiles, the other guy bringing LBXs. That's where
Yeah.
it really shines. But if it's your meta, where you're playing, you've got a lot of people like Crab, who brings a lot of SRMs and LBXs. Yeah, maybe bring the Mark IV, but for most situation, I think the regular Vulture will be good enough. And
It's
how's
not
the
like the regular one
BV
goes
tax
away.
on it? Like it's 2,110 for this one. And for a Mad Dog A, it's 1,923. So it's like a difference of 200 BV. So it's not huge for having ferrolamellar on. So, I mean, it's a player's choice.
Then
Guess
it
the
comes
best
down
thing-
to the era. If you're playing in an era where the Mark IV and III aren't available, then stick with the standard. When you get to Jihad and Early Republic, an argument can be made for the 3. And when you get to Dark Age, pay the extra 200 battle value, get the Mark IV.
probably be the best, the smartest plan. And you could probably build a Vulture Prime or a variant of the Vulture Prime on that Mark IV chassis anyways.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a crime there isn't an ATM variant for the Mark IV, so I will be doing that.
there you go. You find what you want to do. It's important.
Improved ATMs.
Improved ATMs. Yeah, improved ATMs. I'm not going to go anywhere deeper
Improved
on that.
ATMs protected by ferrolamellar armor. Hello, Mastodon.
Ugh.
I mean, no. What is it? Ostion. Yes. Hello,
Ostion.
Ostion. Yeah.
Ostian, yeah.
Because the Ostian's balanced. It is a very
This is
balanced
the
mech.
weirdest Ost mech I've seen. Ost Soul, Ost Rock, Ost Scout, Ost War, Ostion.
Oh my God, you're not wrong.
The final evolution when Game Freak just gave the fuck up.
It's the mega evolution of the Ost Soul.
They hate him
Why it
because
took
he's
me-
right.
I don't know why it took me that long to realize that and make that connection there.
It is not supposed to be. I mean, it's Ostion something else, but you know.
Can you pull up a picture of the Ostion? I want to make sure the phenotype, the physiognomy is not.
No, it doesn't have the physiognomy of
It's
Ost
not
mech.
egg. It's not the egg.
It's not an egg mech. No, it is
I'd
a.
say
It has
it's
awesome physiology, so that works.
it's an
Look
no,
at this
it's not
boy.
an egg mech.
Oh,
It's
good.
He's a
heavens.
big boy.
He's the big bad boy.
It looks like somebody took a battle cobra and just gave it steroids.
It is a battle cobra on steroids. There's no questions about it. It is a
Or
scary.
maybe this
scary
is a bad
thing.
idea. Maybe it's a bad idea injecting anabolic steroids into this fentanyl-laced baboon.
Well, it is illegal.
And if you're working for Umbrella, you're gonna have one of those record that says like, we decided to inject a baboon with the steroid mixed with the T virus. Let's hope
What
it
could
doesn't
go
escape.
wrong?
It's like we've been poking the chainsaw baboon with a stick for the past 12 hours.
Let's hope it doesn't
Audio
escape.
log. It
What
escaped.
could
that-
go wrong?
Next
That's
to
when
the
you
log.
find.
It escaped.
That's when you find out the Ostion B has a vibroblade.
Oh, yeah. So what is a chainsaw baboon?
Maybe it's a good thing that Catalyst has
It,
society.
yes,
Yes.
reintroduce
Yes.
this thing to the setting. It would be funny because it's illegal for having the Nova in its head.
Do it.
I mean, the poor other players seeing that thing show up at a game, and they're like, "It can't be that bad." And you're like, "Yeah, I mean, I only have 2 mechs in my list. It's 2 Ostions. It's gonna be
Oh,
easy.
no.
We're gonna mog them
No.
because we're gonna swarm him with more people, and we're gonna win initiative." And it, wait, what are those IATM 9s? Why are you shooting indirect with streak weapons? Wait, that's not
They're
fair.
Infernos. They're Infernos.
No.
What do you mean they're Infernos?
And
No.
Magpulse.
No, let's be so for real right now. You're not bringing 2 Ostions to Society Night. You're bringing an Ostion and a Turkina Zed. Because you really want to be asked to never come.
Just bring in the 7 pariahs that they talk about in the
You beat me to it.
Oh
was
yeah,
gonna
there is
say
a
that.
pariah with a mobile HPG.
This is Pariah with a what? I think it was a Hag 40.
We have gone over
and
with what
they
the
say
mobile
that the
HPG does.
I
it
mean,
ganged up on something like some 100-ton mech. It just blew it to pieces in one turn.
you can always bring a Skinwalker.
God.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
That's
is
also
Super
very
3 or
balanced.
4 is the thing that
Yeah,
Clan Wolf is building.
Like, at
Oh,
least this thing doesn't have IATMs.
No, it has an interface cockpit,
It's even worse.
so it has no gyro, right?
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't have a gyro.
no, there's the
Oh, yeah, it's like there's a
Pariah
crit to your
with
center
3
torso. That'll crit
plasma
your gyro out.
cannons.
No, it doesn't have a gyro to crit out.
You got to hit my double eat sinks that I stuck there instead.
You have
you-
to kill the pilot.
It's a
Oh no,
Because,
these things
battle armor as
are
well.
nasty.
Is it the interface suit or is it just the enhanced imaging that works for it?
It's an interface cockpit, so you need to have the fancy.
Yeah, you have enhanced imaging to use it.
Just-
Direct neural interface.
Well, that was what the word of Blake used for his bonuses, but I think the clan enhanced imaging also counts for.
Is it
What you need is
tattoos?
every pilot. What you need is every pilot with enhanced imaging and the thing that gives you C3I without having to put a C3I in your mech.
Yeah, that was the implants. I'm sad that campaign never really got going.
Because that would be
oh.
very balanced and
Right.
very fair for anybody that you're playing against.
I forgot to mention we might be restarting that campaign. Now that
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
he's got
What do
looking
you
to
guys-
restart
what,
it.
what goes up against that? Well, we've got an entire battalion of long toms.
No, we fought 3 Death Steers on a single map. It was awful. We artilleried the heck out of it because
We
please,
jumped
no,
them.
stop that. We jumped them
Good
right out of the drop ships.
Bored.
We had stealth bombers and drop ships on standby at a pocket workshop, dropping anything and everything so they would stop nuking us.
Oh yeah, that's the plan, is to have our pocket dropships land at the spaceport and then just lock it down because now there's a pocket dropship there with its missile launcher.
But
Yeah.
all its weapons
Just-
pointing up.
Just the energy
useful.
weapons alone, a capital laser. I mean, it's like, okay, I flattened the
Oh, no,
starport.
these are dropships, so they're still subcapitals, but
Yeah, but still, I flattened
still
I
a
flattened the starport.
There's a skyscraper. Well, not anymore.
Boom,
Hell
gone.
yeah.
now we're trying
No,
to
no.
avoid civilian casualties, which is why we're only going with the guided aero force when we attack the city.
Yes, we
And I
decided
have a
to
lot of
limit
aero
ourselves.
force. I brought
Please
the
ex-
supply chain so I could bring more aero
Yeah.
force.
Please ignore all the submarines we immediately put in the bay and is now in the ocean.
You've got the Red Ball Express bringing you ammo from the drop site.
Listen, that our plan is we've deployed a submarine naval force with drones everywhere to cover the planet
Oh my god.
because
You
we have
guys-
satellites, so we have
But
unlimited drone range.
Between
You know-
me and Armor, we basically can see anything and everything on one whole continent simultaneously. It was hilarious.
You know, yesterday I think it was Arch put out a Warhammer lore video about blue water navies and Warhammer 40k, and maybe I just wasn't paying close enough attention, but he was like arguing against them as being useless, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, that's an argument against them in BattleTech, yeah, but have you considered the Worm SDS exists? A submersible, not just submersible, no, a true submarine, anti-orbital laser and missile
We're
carrying
into
aircraft
Robotech.
carrier
We have
that
become
can-
Robotech.
that can also deploy its own self-defense submarines. Because I don't know if y'all have looked at the TRO vehicle annex. They have submarines that act like aerospace fighters underwater. The Moray and the Manta, I believe. And yeah,
What a
the Worm.
coincidence.
It's nasty. It's grody. And the Word of Blake had like 6 or 7 of them.
The problem with all of that is it's going to be very useful on one planet. It's going to be good if you're on New Avalon, on Lucian, places like that. But when you're on, Trelawan, where the largest body of water is a river,
Ironic.
not going to
we're
be
on Mars
as
along.
useful.
You can hide
Sir.
it there.
Sir, welcome to Walcott, the submarine stuck in the mud.
When I've been playing Solar Nations 2, you can deploy naval forces, and besides Earth, the only other planet that you could deploy naval forces on that I found that's in the solar system is Titan.
Mm.
With
Oh,
its
couldn't you drop
methane
them on
seas.
Europa?
No,
Europa's
because those
covered
are
in ice.
subsurface.
Oh, yeah, true.
Miles of ice.
Nuke Europa enough.
You cannot go
It's
to
going to melt the
Europa
ice, and
because
you're going to be
all
able
other
to
planets
land your
are
boats.
yours, but Europa is not.
Yes, you must leave
sorry.
Europa be.
Ninja, what was that first part?
It's from
2010 Space Odyssey, I think.
What do you send? The sequel to
2010,
2001.
2010, Arthur C. Clarke's book, where he basically, the aliens, other beings, whatever the hell they are like, all these other worlds are yours, but not Europa. You can't go there.
Yeah, it's like another race left a probe in Jupiter's orbit, and it's like a test of is mankind worthy enough to have a mantle of responsibility to the stars.
Oh,
So you
that's
don't
lame.
land here, so what's going to happen?
Oh, we're gonna land there.
Of
Morons.
course we are.
Absolutely.
What was it? Another thing that I read recently. I think
War
the
for
name of the
Europa.
comic was Europa. Basically, that Europa is where the Tula people decided to move after they were kicked off of Earth. So
Oh
The
yeah, that's right.
hyper-
At the end of the second
Finno-Korean
Finno-Korean Hyper War, the Thulians were ejected from Earth and they had to go to Europa. That's right.
that makes perfect sense.
That
It's all
and-
thanks. It's all thanks to Yakub. Peace be upon him.
He's super good.
Doing
All right.
that. Peace be upon him.
Let's talk about the anvil for a minute.
Getting off
The
topic.
Free Worlds League did
badly.
a good thing with this.
I thought we talked
I'm
about
not.
the anvil.
I'm not sold on the anvil. It's because that I don't like large pulse lasers. I guess. I mean, this is a mech that was built to fight the previous war. It was meant to fight the Endurian and fight in the Fourth Succession War. In the Fourth Succession War and the Endurian Crisis, this thing would work pretty well. 583, because it has 3 jump jets. A decent amount of heat sinks. It has a Guardian. It has decent armor as well, which is, not a bad thing to have.
What's an Operation Gyro mech then?
But I mean, that's the kind of stuff you're going to drop during Operation Guerrero, where the other guys are going to be bringing like clan tech that they salvaged and all sorts of stuff made to fight the clans, like a shitload of Gauss rifles. So
Not having range is a problem, but if you can get into range, that's what you want there. Extended torso twists and improved targeting medium.
yeah, and a pair of large pulse lasers is not bad.
You have 2 large pulse lasers and improved targeting medium, so I can hit people in the parking lot of the football stadium I'm standing in.
Yes. But I mean, you've got a range of 10, while the Fed Sons is going to be bringing like 72 Gauss rifles. So
Yeah.
it might start being an issue. Like Gauss rifles, ERPPCs, ER large lasers, because the other guy's going to be, at the other end of the map being a clanner. So it has some issues because of that. It's a mech that was built to fight the previous war. It's nice that they actually did that, because that's probably not what they intended to do, but it makes sense because that's how all militaries operate. You always build stuff to fight the previous war, not the war that's going on or the war that's going to come. You keep pretending you're building stuff for the war that's going to come, but that's not what happens.
I mean, unless you guess right, and who does that?
Well,
Nobody.
Well, aren't we currently? Because we've got a buddy who's in the Nasty Girl squad right now, and he was telling me that as a result of what's going on in Ukraine, they're actually starting to train infantry squads and counter drone tactics and whatnot, based off of the lessons we're learning in Ukraine. So this might actually be the first and only time in history that we're watching the war unfold and saying, hey, this is how war is going to be.
We
need
watched
to
World
adapt
War
to
II
it.
unfold. Our entire tank and the tank destroyer philosophy came out as a result of watching France fall.
And the anti-aircraft philosophy when
True.
it's just
Yeah,
what
I
was
mean,
it around like
everything, you know.
41? Were you guys running around thinking, okay, we need as many 76mm guns and 20 mils as we can possibly mount everywhere? And it turns out that was a really good idea and very important to do as quickly as possible.
Well, I mean,
Sometimes it works.
yeah, I mean, dude. Well, the 40mm, the Bofors gun, you know, they in the Navy and stuff. You know, they.
But that's
Yeah, by the
that's
end
the
of the-
thing. Guessing. I mean, you can guess right. It is possible, but,
Yeah, but I mean,
does
they
it happen very often?
They were observers, and they saw what was going on in a conflict, and went, "Oh dear."
Oh dear.
The
Well,
biggest
and
problem
by-
that they had is that they didn't put the 76mm on the Sherman tank faster in a way that it would work.
Yeah.
Bearded
As far
saying,
as the-
"God, I love Gauss rifles." Well, the Gauss rifle, it loves you as well. Don't worry.
This man last Sunday brought 2 Die Morgan assault tanks, didn't even bother to network them with their C3 slaves, just brought 2 Die Morgan assault tanks. That was 6 Gauss rifles and 2 targeting computers to the game. And said, I didn't have my big wall of assault mechs this time. I had mobile mediums and 2 Die Morgans. It worked. No shit, it worked, dude.
All I did was get completely crushed.
I prefer-
I
I
about
prefer
to-
the Anvil 3R. Take off the jump jets, add 3 tons of armor. It's going to be more reliable. I think that's a better idea. Then they've got one with more jump jets and ER large lasers instead of large pulse lasers, which is also not a bad idea. Like, you see that it evolves as they are fighting people with different equipment.
Okay, so we have this close range brawler, and then they encounter all of the Gauss rifles and stop making a close range brawler.
And then, since they're the Americans, they're like, we like Gauss rifles too. Let's make a light Gauss.
Why? Just go buy
Again.
clan ones.
Again, in a world where the Clan ER large laser does not exist, a light Gauss rifle would be fine. But the Clan ER large laser exists.
And renders quite a few weapons rather pointless. So, not just the light Gauss, it renders quite a few
I
things.
mean, if they had made the light Gauss do 10 points of damage, it would be worth it. But because
Yes.
it only does 8, it's hopeless.
They keep making little modifications all the time until they make a version with an Arrow 4 and a mask. And, you know, they decided to go a little bit sideways with the 8M. This one's really weird. The others are all iterations on the original model. I don't think it's an awful mech. I don't think we'll ever see a mini for it, or I have doubts we'll see a mini for it.
You probably can find somebody that'll craft one online.
Oh no, I think there is at least one guy who makes them. So it's not.
Unrested guy might.
Yeah, I'm sure Unrested. You ask him at some point, he'll do it. He likes doing the mechs that people don't remember or people don't like. So, you know, I have to print his Anubises. I don't like his Optman that he did, but we have to print the Anubises at some point because that'll be a fun video to do.
His Hauptmann is certainly a take on the Hauptmann, but
doesn't
considering
have
his
the
shit's
stogie.
free, we can't complain considering his shit's free.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the stogie. The big cigar, you know,
Gotta
it's
have
missing a
stogie.
thing. It's missing something. We already talked about the Glass Spider, so that's your other 30-55 60-tonner. Then we fall into the 2 Solaris mechs at 60 ton that are in 30-55 and Anst or Evolve or upgraded. One of those things with the Paladin. Now we're talking about a thing people don't know about. The Paladin.
I bet he's gonna have a sword and a shield and be really awesome.
It's a
No,
Solaris
no.
mech.
He's He's going to be part of Stone's Brigade. They're paladins.
No,
Whoa.
he's gonna be well, that's the original, is that it? Yeah, that's the original.
That must
where's-
have been from the
that's the
Solaris
one in the book.
books.
Yeah, those are in the Solaris books. And the original is clearly a Solaris machine. If you've played with the old Solaris rules, this is clearly a Solaris machine. I mean, let's look at it. That's the basic one that was in the original Solaris box, if I remember right. It has a look. It has a look. We'll go with that. It doesn't look awesome, but I mean, the original art for it wasn't terrible. I mean, it's different enough. And the reason it has that big rotary gun on the side is because it's got, 8 machine guns? Yeah, 8 machine guns mounted on there.
Which under old Solaris rules got to shoot like 6 times a turn.
Yeah, they had phases. I can't remember all the rules, but there were phases, and since it could reload so quickly, yeah, you could just burn through the.
Well, it's
ammo.
also the fact that the X's are smaller. They're not 30 meters. They're 15 meters or 10 meters. So, I mean, the machine guns have range as well.
yeah.
So they're not terrible there. And the backup is a large pulse laser, which is in Solaris a very good gun. Let's be honest. Because once again, things are at closer range. You're fine. An SRM6 with an Artemis and 2 Streak 2s. This is a very standard kind of setup you're going to use in Solaris. It's all short range weapons, eye impact, crit seeking. You're going to spray and pray, and you're going to blow up in a blaze of glory because all of your ammos are in the left torso. But you've got case at least, so you're going to have your large pulse laser to keep fighting, and you don't have an XL engine,
Not
so
after
it's
all
not.
that ammo goes off, you're going to be a vegetable.
No, you'll be fine. You're going to take 10 damage because it's a case. It's cased ammo now. You only take 10 damage.
10 or 20?
10. 20 is the maximum without case. With case, it's 10. With case 2, it's 1. Yeah, case actually is useful now with the rule remake.
The new core rules that have been put out. It redid how ammo explosions in case works, and also you only take 1 pilot hit from an ammo explosion instead of 2.
So then,
so
because you need to because you need to take all the Keltec products, you make a Paladin 2 with a composite structure and an XXL engine and triple strength myomer and light ferrofibrous. You've got maxed out armor, which is good because you've got composite structure, so you're going to explode when something goes through your armor.
Okay, so the stable that built this thing just went bankrupt.
It's 52 million per.
Bye-bye. You're bankrupt.
But it goes 696.
Ooh.
With a rotary AC2, a medium X pulse, and 10 Streak SRMs. I'd rather take the original.
Hold up. That's 10 Streak SRM2s.
No, it's 10 Streak SRM tubes. So it's a 4 and a 6.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, hold up. Let's talk about this. This thing.
15 tons SRS Streak 2s. I mean, that's a lot.
This thing under Solaris rules would be monstrous.
No, because you still have that XXL engine and composite structure. So once things go south really quickly. So this one here, I am not. Well, no, I'm sold on because I want to be able to, send my great grandkids through college. But I'm not sold on it this way. The Mark III Paladin still has an XXL engine and an XL gyro because it has a small cockpit on top of things, so you can fail your piloting skill rolls.
We're
forgot
really
about that.
saving weight there, aren't we? We put a double XL in to get more weight savings. We put an XL gyro in to get weight savings. And we put a small cockpit in because we really needed that half-ton weight saving.
Hell yeah. It needs to have not just hardened armor, but double hardened armor.
Well, the Mark III has reinforced
Ultra
chassis
hardened
rather
armor.
than composite, so at least it's more survivable that way. And for weapons, I think it's a bit more reasonable with an Ultra 20, 1, 2, 3, 4 machine guns, and a medium X pulse laser. This is still bad because it has an XXL engine. Let's be quite honest. But I mean, it's an Ultra 20 in Solaris. An Ultra 20 in Solaris is a good way to end games very quickly. And it's not going to be very expensive for you very quickly. I mean, you're just going to show up, roll, your 2 shots, one in the head, you won. You're good. You just won the game. You can go on. So
or
this
bust
is
out your opponent's side torso and get those 4 double XL engine crits.
I mean, at least it's got more than 20 armors in the front here. So on the Mark II.
So when you get your automatic stack pole, when you knock out a torso and you get your automatic stack pole initiation.
It's a 360 that blows as well. So
yeah, I mean that's going to make a hell of a mess out of the arena.
Oh, the crowd's going to love it. The crowd's going to go wild for this.
The crowd is going to like it. Then we have the Spada. This was more reasonable for a 60 tonner.
I think it's Spatha.
Spid. It's Greek. So. Spittoon. It's a spittoon. We'll call it that.
Spittoon.
That would be a different name for a mech, but this one is also a bit very experimental, but this one is, I think, more reasonable. It's experimental because of when it's set up. You get reflective armor in 3067, which is very early for reflective armor. And in Solaris, reflective armor is quite good. So that's not a bad idea. It has 13 double heat sinks and triple strength myomer, which is very good in Solaris. An XXL engine because reasons. But this one has a sword. So you have a sword with triple strength myomer on a 60 tonner, which should be enough for...
It should be 12 points.
It's 14 points of damage when the triple strength's on.
Oh.
So
you can behead people.
And to get your triple strength on, I mean, you already have the XXL engine. That helps. But you got an ERPPC with a capacitor. So that's going to make things funny. And a pair of X-Pulse lasers would generate tons of heat. And a laser AMS, which also generates a ton of heat. I mean, the only non-fancy weapon you have is the Streak SRM6.
Does that have any special Solaris rules?
Again, why would you want any ammunition on board something that's you're going to try to run hot? That's just...
I'm not the one who designed that thing. I'm just trying to sell it.
Simply make the check to not explode.
Okay,
there you go.
That doesn't help anybody.
If you're a good enough pilot, you just don't explode. That's how it works.
Exactly.
I mean, if you dig into whatever rule book where it says, oh, I have an elite pilot, so I get a -3 on all of those explode and shutdown rules, then yes. But if you're Joe Average...
You're not going to be Joe Average in a thing that's worth 52 million C-bills.
I know,
if you're
but
Joe
I'm just
Average...
saying.
Oh, everything's...
Solaris.
Isn't this place just a financial oddity? All these mechs are 52 million C-bills.
Let's call Caleb Ammer and ask some questions. You bought a Spada. You could have bought like an entire building and have like generational wealth, but you bought a Spada.
Well, it sounded like a good idea at the time, Caleb.
You're a moron.
It has a sword.
All right, so we need a bunch of work trucks. What do you
has
mean
a
you bought a
sword.
Lamborghini?
There you go. That is a standard Caleb Ammer
I want
video.
my plumber to get to the plumbing spill as faster than anybody else.
We should do a Caleb Hammer for a mech force.
Oh no.
What is that? Is that a Dasher 2? No.
You
It's a
don't
Snooty.
need a Dasher to. You do not need a custom direwolf when you are just starting a mercenary company. Do you understand the C-bill maintenance cost on that thing? That's bullshit. Get the fuck out of here.
But Caleb, it has near max armor. It's going to be able to survive the battle.
No.
That is clan spec armor. You paying that every time you take a dent?
Well, I guess.
We need Caddy
You paying that, or
Ferrero.
am I paying that?
We need Caddy Ferrero to get financially audited by Caleb Hammer.
My
But that would be too much AI even for me.
What
You bring in
what kind of
Snows
mech?
irregulars to Caleb Hammer, and he just stares at them. No words are spoken.
What kind of mech does Caleb Hammer drive anyway?
Something Sea Fox. He's a merchant at heart. Or that or Comstar or Sea Fox. He's auditing people. He's subjecting them to his observation.
He doesn't need he's not the one piloting the mech. He's one of those officers.
He's a bean counter. He's the
Yeah,
back.
He's not piloting. He's there to audit you. And that's usually a very bad thing, especially in the military. When the military gets audited, bad things start happening.
Money doesn't disappear, yeah.
Like,
That's worse.
What's that
Hey,
million?
hey, my
What?
tribe, my beloved Marine Corps, we passed our financial audit. We passed our audit with flying colors, actually.
Okay, so if you go to the Navy or the Air Force,
Yeah, the Navy was missing $800 billion. That I did the math. That's like 42 Gerald R. Ford aircraft carriers in money or something.
Where the hell does it go?
Yeah,
They lost a
and
few
the
anchors.
giant submarine carriers that they're not talking to you about, and the flying carriers they're not talking
yeah,
to you
but
about.
that's-
What do you
you
mean?
know,
There's 8
we're not
aircraft
bringing
carriers
up the
overhead now?
Alicorn.
Yeah, I mean, if you finally decide to dump that on us, and we've been lying to everybody about all the UFOs for the last thing. We have a helicarrier now.
Look,
Great.
I'm just gonna say that if the Navy's missing money, my first guess is going to look at the Marine Corps.
No, they
Don't look at us. We passed ours.
They always starve them for funds.
Yes, they do. Talking about, look,
something has been
take this.
stolen, so I'm looking at you guys.
The
I'm
Marine
not
Corps
being
is
accusatory.
so.
I'm just looking at you.
We are so starved for cash that while we're simultaneously buying advanced munitions for the HIMARS, they're telling privates, okay, go into First Sergeant's office, take his waste bin, dump it in the dumpster, clean out the plastic bag, and put it back in his office because we can't afford plastic bags. We can't afford shit can line. We call them shit can liners. You understand? That's its proper term, is a shit can liner. So we can't afford new shit can liners. So just dump it in the dumpster, shred whatever paper's in there, and put it back. Just reuse the shit can liner.
You have to erase everything on the paper and reuse the paper.
The amount of
much.
maneuvering they did just so they could get the new 416 rifles.
I don't even want to talk about the gymnastics that they pulled just to get a couple of those new rifles, dude. I'm honestly surprised I didn't train on the BAR.
Okay,
Which would have been
this is a
awesome.
new rifle. This already has 2,000 rounds through it. It's going to implode in another 2,000. So good luck.
Look,
Well, we
real
could either
quick.
take these BARs into the civilian marksmanship program or give them to the Marines.
BAR,
We'll just give them back to the
everything
Marines.
about it is it was a solid block of steel that they milled out. You would have to shoot it with a Japanese howitzer to destroy it.
Real quick, and I promise I won't get us off topic anymore. The rifle, now, mind you, the rifles you train with at boot camp, they're being taken care of by a bunch of retarded teenagers who've most likely never actually held a rifle before. So I get that the rifles that were issued at boot camp
stamped into it.
I believe it. So I get that our M16A4s weren't the best, but mine was so jacked up, I could only break it down shotgun style. I couldn't actually push the front pin out to break it into two parts. I could only break mine down shotgun style. Furthermore, when it came time to shoot it, there was a gap that meant that it was off kilter enough that I would result in a misfeed. So every morning on the range, after they punched my bore and made sure it was good to go, I had to pull out black electrical tape and tape my rifle together if I wanted to be even close to hitting the mark. The fact that I was a sharpshooter and not a pizza box, just because of how shitty that rifle was, I take it as a win.
And that's how Marine Corps snipers are made.
I count it as an absolute win, dude.
You can hit with this. You could hit with anything.
Also, I was such a cheap ass broke ass boy that I didn't feel like buying a new rifle badge. So I would actually manipulate my shots just to keep my crossed rifle sharpshooter badge instead of the oak leaves.
Next up,
I might be getting my badges confused.
The Thresher, which is weird.
It is a hero mech, sir.
Much like the Grizzly, I have never looked at a Thresher and said, "Oh wow, this thing scares me. Oh no, whatever will I?" It's always, "Oh no, whatever will I do?" There is a Thresher on the board. Oh no.
It is a mech of a absolute hero.
I mean, Nikolai Maltus piloted one, so I guess there's that.
He died like an absolute champ in one, okay? He had his redemption arc.
I mean, honestly, it's not bad. Okay? It's not, it excels at nothing, but rarely turns in a particular poor showing. That's a great way to talk about the Thresher. It is a mech of all time. It is as average as it gets, but it's gonna do the job. I mean, 5'8", with 5 jump. I mean, it is very mobile for a 60-tonner. I mean, it's what 60-tonners are known to do, but it's decently maneuverable for it. I mean, you can go ear and put ferrofibrous, and you get 30 extra points of armor, and there you go. You've just improved the Thresher. Unfortunately, it doesn't normally have ferrofibrous, so it has inner sphere mech 60-tonner armor on it. So you have to rely on your speed, unfortunately.
It's early clan shenanigans.
It is early clan shenanigans. That is a very good way to put it.
2849 clan shenanigans.
2849, not 2949, 2849. I mean,
So
Nicky just died. Little Nicky just died when it came out. So,
yes.
So imagine that. It's not the most recent battle mech around, and it is built like a brick shithouse. I mean, it has character. Best way to say it.
It's the first shark
early,
mech.
gentlemen. Take care.
Have a good one.
I must bow out early.
It's basically a Thunderbolt in a way with how it looks. So
yeah, but if you put a Thunderbolt in front of me, I'm going to be like, "Oh shit, there's a Thunderbolt. I'm going to have to deal with this at some point." If you put a Thresher in front of me, I'm going to be like, "Okay, that was a choice."
It's a Thresher. The problem is the 2314 BV. The BV is way too high because it has a mask and jump jets. The BV is way too high. But
and
I mean,
asked, what if we made it worse?
They made a Thresher too. Yes.
Yeah.
Medium pulse, SRM6 in each arm. So you've got some tank on tank capabilities. You've got decent anti-light mech capabilities. You've got a pocket large on one side and an Ultra 10 on the other. Ultra 10s are very good guns. They're, very average. They do everything well enough. And the R medium laser is good. Medium pulse lasers are good. SRM6s are good. Like, there's nothing bad about this except maybe the armor and the 2300 BV cost on it and the 13 million C-bill cost on it. Like,
it's just there. It's just there.
Yes. But I mean, stick Pharaoh on it. The BV cost goes up, but I mean, at 182 armor, it would be far more of a threat. I mean, that's an extra, 2 Gauss rifle shot, 2 ER PPC shots. it would make a difference, and you've got the room in it for it. So there's no reason not to do it. It doesn't overeat too much. 32 out of 26 because it doesn't have any real eat intensive weapon. And I mean, you can easily not shoot your SRM6 and that won't be a problem. I mean, it is a mech that is just there. And for the price in BV, I'm not sure it's that playable.
It's also another with improved medium.
There's a version with improved mediums on it. Oof.
No, it's improved targeting medium.
Okay, improved targeting medium, which is very good with the bracket of weapons you have on it.
Yeah, so you can keep it at that range if you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easily.
Like, it's good enough, but not for its BV cost.
Right.
Like, if you're in a campaign, I would probably consider running this. If I'm like a second line guy or a guy that's trying to move out of second line, that would probably be a good mech to have.
I mean, if you're my summoner away, sure.
Yeah, there you go. Like Malthus. Oh no, you lost your summoner. Here's a treasure. Could be worse. You know,
and they made it worse.
Welcome to the watch.
The problem of the Thresher 2 is Ramshackle. Take out Ramshackle, and it's
literally just build the mech properly, and then you have a worse summoner.
Does Ramshackle affect us on the tabletop?
Yes. Ramshackle gives you a random negative quirk at the start of the game.
Oh no!
You don't know what you're gonna get.
It is painful. Let me check this real quick. Roll randomly, and it's. Oh dang! No.
They say EM interference on it, which is pretty bad.
That's one of them. That's one of them.
I mean, it has a fist, so it can punch people, which is not bad, but it has reflective armor, so you don't really want to punch people. But I mean, it's a fast mech with reflective armor, which is smart. I mean, overall, the Treasure 2 is good when you take out Ramshackle. If you don't take out Ramshackle, the start of the game might be okay, and then, it has... random shutdown.
An ERPPC, so now what do you do?
Well, I still have a large pulse laser.
Well,
an LRM-15, an SRM-4, and a flamer, because you need to set shit on fire.
3,000 BV, I'm not afraid of this thing.
That's the real problem. It's 3,364 BV because you had to stick a supercharger and a mask on it.
Holy cow, that's way expensive.
Reflective armor is expensive in BV already. It has case 2, so that actually ends up costing you as well. And mask and supercharger on a 60-ton mech. You go on you go 5, 8, 12 at top speed because you need to catch the locusts. I guess.
Fuck.
Actually, can Ramshackle roll weak legs?
Probably.
So
Give me a
you
second.
blow your
I'm
supercharger,
trying to find
you
it.
blow your
There it
mask, and then your legs explode.
That's always fun.
All right. Roll 1d6 on a 1 sensor ghosts, 2 EM interference, 3 hard to pilot, 4 cooling system flaws, 5 for performance, 6 no negative.
Well, you got 16% chance of not sucking.
Oh no!
The rest of the 84% is you are in trouble, bro. Like
for that much BV? No.
But I mean, if you look at all the mechs, no, it's the opposite. That's supposed to be a cheap piece of shit.
They said, spare no expense on our cheap piece of shit. Please read between the lines there, Tex. And they said, make it as shittily as possible with as good a shit as possible. Got it.
But I mean, if you look at most of the mechs Clan Wolf have for the Battle of Terra, you've got a lot of mechs like that with crazy IBV, and you're like, why would you ever use that?
Because
but
they were
because they were playing a campaign-based game, and so
not a BV-based game.
And they simply stacked the random assignment table with really good shit, and then brought that to game day.
And then they also built the Firestorm, which is also really fine. No, the Firestorm's awesome. Plasma rifle, plasma cannon, flamer.
Turn off. You don't get
It-
to
Just
shoot
go
your
to just go to sleep for a little while, and if you're a
The
vehicle, get fucked.
A Shadow Cat and a Firestarter had a baby. They named
There
it Firestorm.
I mean, this thing should be converted to an Omni-Mech, basically.
With narrow low profile.
Of course it does. I mean, that thing, and 2-pocket large lasers.
Micro pulse and a flamer.
I
no
mean,
infantry.
2,200, I mean, at 2,330 BV, this thing is actually going to pay for itself. I mean, it is a solid mech that is mobile, that has tons of eat potential. And then, I mean, if you mess around with it, I'm sure you can make it even worse. Like, this is a problem. But that's probably one of the only wolf mech in that book that is an actual problem. The others are like, why does this exist? Or, you know, you've got the Crucible because 4 Gauss rifles is always funny.
That one's made by in the Clan Protectorate.
The Crucible?
No, the Firestorm.
Yeah. They bought them. They bought all of them.
Ah,
Interesting.
that
Merlin.
explains
Merlin.
Merlin. A
Which
buddy
is
of mine
Normal
loves the
mech,
Merlin.
finally.
The Merlin is the demo mech from the original Battletech box. It has a piece. I love it just because of that. I've got a lot of custom versions of the Merlin as well.
Oh, great. So another mech that would have gone perfect in a beginner box instead of the Contio.
Yes.
Oh,
But I mean, it's too basic. I mean, they really built it as basic as possible. And I think it's the best 60-tonner that they made until they had Clan Tech. That's how
Perfect.
sad the
God.
Merlin
New
is.
Who gets
player?
the Merlin C?
Like, okay, player, you get a Merlin, you get a Zeus. There's your starting mechs. Have
Mhm.
fun. Everything that I could possibly want to teach you in the rules, I can do so in these.
464, decent amount of armor, not fantastic, but you know, decent, 10.5 tons. It's more than a Warhammer. 464, so it's okay mobility. It has a big PPC. It has 2 medium lasers. It has a machine gun and a flamer for troublemakers. And it has an LRM-5 because you want to be funny. That's the only thing I'm not sold on is the LRM-5. I'd replace that with an SRM-4. But
That's for throwing landmines at people.
or throwing smokes, but it didn't exist when, you know, the original rules came out.
Details.
But I mean, it's what's the B version? What's the difference on this one? I can't even remember.
Did they take out the machine guns?
They take out the machine gun. Yes.
Or
To
heat
add an
sinks.
heat sink. To add a heat sink, which is, you know, not a bad idea. The
Yeah,
thing
I mean-
is, like, if you wanted a trooper 60-ton mech that can do whatever, the Merlin's your boy.
No
It is.
special tech on it either.
It's rugged. It's easy to maintain. It just does what it's meant to do. And then they do the silly thing of keeping the single heat sinks on, but you know, we take care of that at the shop, so that's okay. There's a
Okay,
version with
Things not free, so
twin light PPCs instead of medium lasers. So you got twin light PPC and a regular PPC. That's a very good like mid-range brawler into Jihad, basically.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
I mean,
it
if
has
you're gonna take a light PPC, taking them in like batteries where you can just keep firing them.
is a smarter thing to do.
And the one Eve takes that thing and then just ditches the LRM-5 for an MML-5.
It replaces a
an
heavy
excellent
machine gun
weapon.
or heavy machine gun, which is not a bad idea.
And case 2, perfect. That's your new player thing for the Ilcon era.
And there you go. The 1P as a pair of medium VSP, a large VSP, heavy ferrofibrous, and probably all the drugs.
Perfect. That could have
Sick.
been your beginner box for the Ilcon era. Perfect.
It's not a mech that they designed, so they wouldn't use it. That's the thing. They wouldn't use it because it's not a mech that they designed as well. Then you got the Merlin C, because improved heavy medium lasers are fun, and an ERPPC is fun, and a Streak
Ferrolaminar.
LRM-5 is fun, and Ferrolaminar is fun. This
For
thing is a
actually
menace.
reasonable BV.
Yeah, this thing
That
is a
is-
menace for under 2000 BV. Is a menace.
That's no Raven flexing.
I mean, it's no Raven that's able to build it, basically. I mean, in 3025, Argyle's saying it here. Drop the machine gun and an SRM4 switch. It's a dangerous mech in 3025. In 3025, this is basically the best 60 tonner. There's no questions to really ask here.
It is a mech that can do everything.
It's
Came
like
out
a
in 3010.
Thunderbolt. It's like a Thunderbolt, but better. The only thing it's missing is and actuators. It should have had and actuators because there's no reason not to. But you know, I'm a guy that likes having and actuators on my mechs.
Need those grippers.
There's all sorts of good reason to have them. Okay.
Putting Phoenix Hawk hand and lower arm actuators on a Whitworth.
There you go. Because the Whitworth needs AND's actuator as well.
I see this paired with like something like a Warhammer or something. So this could focus more on the infantry than tanks.
It can do a lot of
Warhammer's
good
more
in most
PvP.
situation. I mean, it's going to be a great commander mech in 3025 Succession War. Because I mean, you're going to be running, you know, mediums and lights, and you're going to have a 60 tonner. Well, that's going to be your commander. It's going to work.
Easy
El
to maintain
Matador.
and rugged. Easy to maintain and rugged too. So that's definitely your campaign with Merlin. I gotta head out. Go on.
Have a good one.
See you, bub.
El Matador.
We've talked about this one before in our
Yeah.
Clan 60 tonner video, and we determined
it was
not
in
that
the
bad.
3060 video. It's
oh,
odd. It is very odd. Is it good? It's not terrible, but I mean, it's 2000 BV. It's 2000 BV that you might want to invest in something else, basically.
It's a battle armor killer.
Yeah.
Before battle armor was a thing.
Yeah, it's a battle armor and infantry killer. That's what that's there for.
When the infantry did exist for the clans. So,
No, but they knew they would be fighting infantry in the inner sphere.
This is way before that.
that's 2846. Lil Nicky died a little while back, but he's still
28. They were still using infantry.
Yeah, regular infantry.
Yeah.
And yes, it does look like foreign Megadeus from the finale of Big O Season 1. It has that Big O feel to it. It's a brick. And this is a mech that I really don't think we'll get a mini for.
The mini is awful.
I've seen
mean-
it. I've painted it. It's not a good mini.
I mean, it's you can also like take a block of metal and just put it on a base and say it's a Matador.
It's Flat Stanley. If Flat Stanley was in Roblox for
Yeah, this is-
Minecraft.
My bottle cap today for my Coke Zero is my Matador. It's a better looking mech.
Oof.
I mean,
Oof.
while I twitch when people say that, oh, you can play Battletech with a paperclip and a penny, like I twitch. Say, I'm playing with a bottle cap today. Why? What is it proxying? It's a Matador.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
this
fine.
is fine. I can accept this.
I'm okay with that.
It's not Rabute Gilliman, okay? It's gonna be okay.
Oh God.
It's Alfarius in a Matador.
Yeah.
Well, the Helios. This is my first catalog video, so we've talked about this one recently.
We love our Helioses.
It
They're
is,
good
and-
mechs.
Yeah.
an
That's a good one.
awfully good mech in most situations. I've got all sorts of kits for it, so it's pretty fun. And you can play around with it in different ways to make it more fun. I mean, it's a Gauss carrier at 60 ton with not much armor. The biggest problem is the armor on it. It's a 60 tonner, so it doesn't have armor. That's basically it. And you don't have many options to improve the armor on it unless you like downgrade to 6 to 4s and get 2 more tons of armor, something along those lines. So it is a very good mech in many situations. And it's going to get you out of trouble with that Gauss rifle more often than you would want. Because Gauss rifles are good, people. They're very good guns, just so you know. Even the version with the heavy PPC is also quite interesting. So that boy, the Titsang, that boy, the good version of the Axeman, or however you want to really talk about it. This is a very solid 60 tonner and a very solid axe mech on top of things. Because it has an axe, it has triple strength myomer, it has all the lasers in the world to control its eat. And it already goes 6'9", even without the triple strength myomer. And it can decapitate you with the axe, even without the triple strength myomer. So all of that combined, it is one of the top tier mech in its category, which is the melee mechs. Tsang. Does it have any major issues?
Oh.
It even has decent armor on some versions, not all versions. No, I think all versions are more or less well armored. Yeah, 200 points, 200 points, 200 points. I mean, the basic version, you might not have a whole lot of range on it because it's just a battery of ER medium lasers. So you do have to get close. I'm going to use air quotes here. It's still an okay range. But I mean, 5 ER medium laser, 4 ER small lasers, a tag, and a hatchet. You're going to start causing trouble fairly quickly with that. And it is fast enough at 6'9" to already be good. And when the triple strength's on at 7'11", you're going to catch up at quite a few things. And even the BV is not terrible, 1,880. It's reasonable for a 60-ton mech in that era. And
I was going to say, this thing turns on, it gets its TSM turned on, and next thing you know, it just runs your Valkyrie down and chops it in half.
It's already faster than a Valkyrie, so it doesn't even need that. It'll catch up on your Jenner and chop it in half.
Oh, fuck.
It also has hyperextending actuator, so it can ask you a question behind you. So you're behind him, and he's going to hit you with the hatchet.
Does that really work?
I have no idea, but I find it very
That
funny.
feels like it should work, but does it? You can
yes,
melee backwards?
Yes. Because it's an arm-mounted weapon, and you torso twist, and then you can bring that thing to bear.
But hyperextending actuator lets you flip your arms while still having the lower arm actuator.
Yes. You'll have to flip both arms because you have to flip both arms. So
you can flip arms during your shooting phase and then still melee backwards.
Yes. Because your arms are pointing backwards, technically.
I mean,
that feels wrong, but I don't know enough about melee.
Are you allowed to melee someone who is a secondary target?
Yes.
It's on a different phase. Yeah, it's on a different phase.
phase.
There's no such
it's
thing
not
as
even a secondary target.
But you just have to have your arms facing backwards.
Sure. I'm trying to make it work in my head right now.
I think this is one of those things that doesn't work in Mega Mech, but should work on the tabletop. Because you
I'd
declare
allow
your arm
it to
flip.
work just for the cool factor.
It has hyperextending actuators, so I can arm flip and shoot behind me. And then during the melee phase, my arms are flipped, so I can hit melee behind me.
Mm-hmm.
The elbow joint can go behind, so you can just swing the axe to go behind you.
It would look pretty freaky, though, watching this thing hyperextend its arm backwards.
It's double jointed.
It can do popping dances while in a Titsang. Yes, it's odd. Yes, it's hilarious. And I mean, if you do it on the tabletop, and the other guy wasn't expecting it, it would be doubly hilarious and triply hilarious if you roll and then you hit the guy in the head with your flipping your hatchet backwards. It would be the weirdest bonk of all time, but that would be.
He'd
That
be
would
like
be
that
hilarious.
badass Viking bazooka guy in all the Viking shows who swings his axe backwards and chops the bad guy NPC's head off and then brings it forward to chop the other guy in half. It would be just like in the TV shows.
Sadly, yes. And that's what we sometimes need to have.
Introduce a
hiccups.
little anarchy.
Well, that's the mega rule of cool right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
There is a version with a huge ass lance because that's also
he looks so sick.
too bad.
Which TRO is that out of?
Experimental.
XTRO Capellan?
Let me verify. XTR Liao, yeah.
Someone charging you with T-Simp turned on from 11 hexes away with a lance, because lances, I think, get a bonus to critical rolls when they hit, because they're piercing weapons. That would be pretty sick.
Probably. Will it ever happen? Probably not.
I got lanced by Isaac last weekend 2 times.
How'd that go?
Painful. It was very, very
Ouch.
painful. My my cataphract did not like it one iota.
Oh no.
I think it's because the actuators, like they're on a ball there, and it's not that they can go backwards, it's that they can just rotate to go backwards. If you look here at how the actuator is made on this thing. So you literally like flip your arm backwards, and it's just like if they were pointing forward. That would be very, very creepy, but it would be very, very funny. I mean, it is a cool looking mech, so that's a very, very, very good one, to be very honest.
What's your mech's name? El Kabong.
That doesn't make you any younger, but yes.
Well, I mean, I'm just reliving my youth every time I play Battletech. I mean,
there's this one here now.
The best 60-tonner.
That is a 60-tonner.
My boy, my son.
My chud son.
He should have been in this core box.
it violates the laws of physics and good taste.
Behold, you get this mech, but why I don't want it. Too bad.
I mean, when you compare this to, which is essentially a 5-ton heavier, the catapult, I mean, it has elegant lines, it has, smooth contouring, and then you have the box.
Peak inner sphere design.
We need to have as many missiles as possible on a mech.
Okay.
Yes.
We can glue more missiles to the outside of it if we need to. I mean,
The one sad thing,
the variant with the
like
one with MMLs is they actually use those arms.
Yeah, if the missiles were in the arms, at least you could flip them. But here, no, you can't even flip them because the missiles are in the torsos in the original. So it's
no arms.
No arms. Like it is like everything that is puzzling about mech design is in the original Yeoman.
You said put as many missiles on a mech as possible, and they were like, oh, well, we're actually working on a mech called the Viking, and we're going to say, no. It needs to be on a 60-tonner. Oh, sure, we can do that. And then it's like, why does it have arms? Well, because mechs have arms. Well, no, my artillerymen and my rear line fire support guys don't need arms because you're encouraging them to get up close to punch. Just give it missiles.
All the missiles.
No arms, and all the missiles a 60-ton platform can carry.
Didn't this come out of the era where the no arms quirk basically worked like
no arms didn't cause any issues? No, no arms just caused no issues back in the days. So,
I remember somewhere where it was just basically you would roll for an arm location and it would just say no. You didn't actually hit.
No, that never happened. That never happened. There was no
you always
period of
had-
time.
You always took armor hits and stuff there. Yeah. Oh no.
Whatever you're doing, you shouldn't, but okay.
I mean, it's not going to
can't
fit
fit it.
anyways. The problem with rocket launchers is that you can stick quite a few of them on, but
You don't have
I
the
mean, I
crit
removed
space
too
for
many
it.
missile launchers, and there's not enough crits.
Welcome to Robotech.
Start armoring components.
I'm going to remove the endo steel. That gives me 14 extra slots for rocket launcher 10s. So how many?
You could
I could
just
put
use improved
34
one
of them on, and the problem is I'd still have tonnage.
Start armoring components. Armor
Just-
the engine.
Does the rocket launcher actually build up heat in the mech?
Yes.
3 heat. But I mean,
Yes.
once the ammo is out of the mech, it can't explode.
Yeah. So I mean, you're like this giant woof, and then it's time to go home.
I mean, isn't that the idea behind what is it?
There's a Marauder 2 like that, yes. And a
There's an archer
Eris.
like
an
that.
archer
Eris.
like that.
The Eris is the one I'm thinking about with all of its rocket launcher 10s. Because once you fire off all those rocket launcher 10s, they can't explode because they're outside. You go to sleep and then you wake up.
You can't explode. They can't explode anyways.
Yeah, but,
Oh.
I mean, you don't roll for ammo explosion then.
Yeah, you
Once
don't
the
roll
ammo
for
is
ammo
outside.
explosion on rocket launchers anyways. So
Really?
What?
yes. Rocket launchers don't explode. They're inert.
I thought they were an
technically.
explosive component.
They are not.
Even if they get hit?
Even if they get hit.
Gonna need to.
Do improved one-shots explode?
Improved one shots, I think, also don't explode.
We're gonna have to
One-shots
look
don't
into that
explode.
because that's huge.
I'd have to double
if
check.
true.
Okay.
I mean, I
have-
usually fire them off before the armor goes, so
I mean, you've got no reason not to.
you can fit some.
Okay. How many rocket launcher 10s can I actually mount? And I have to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
So what you're
Because-
saying is if you put 2 side-mounted rocket launcher 10s on either side of a tank, you can use those to absorb vehicle side hits that would result in crew stunned critical hits.
Yes.
That's what those sponson mounted machine guns are for. But yes,
Well, that's-
sponson
I
mounted
learned the other day from Trailblazer's recent tank video that's why you put side-mounted tanks with side-mounted guns. It's not
You
because
shouldn't
you're playing Royal Navy Battle of Trafalgar with side-mounted guns. It's to protect your crew, unironically.
You could put side mounted improved one shot, the vehicle grenade launcher.
Yeah?
So then you just surround yourself with a bunch of like smoke grenades. And I mean, if they get hit, then who cares?
There. I have optimized the yeoman.
Don't do this.
It
So how much
has
damage can you throw?
how many rocket launchers does that make? 10, 10, 12, 9, 2, 2, 1, 2. 32, 41, 41 plus 43, 45, 46, 47, 48 rocket launcher 10s.
So this thing walks around a corner, you're hit with a real life lag spike as it just explodes.
It shuts down because, it shot all the missiles.
That's like 150 points of heat.
Who cares? 30
With no ammo
max.
explosion.
Yeah, it
And
takes
then
like
it wakes
5
up.
turns for your mech to start back up again.
Yeah, but whatever's in front of you is dead, so it's fine. Or you're conservative and you shoot just like one arm, then the other arm, then a torso, and the other torso, then the leg and center torso, and if you're in trouble, the one that's in your head, underneath your armored cockpit. Because I mean, at that point, I was armored.
Good lord.
You've got armored ips as well, in case.
I can only imagine this with like a lag spike just happening as it fires off all of these rocket launchers.
Good
As
lord.
everything
It might
slopes
crash
down.
the game. I mean,
Real life
crashes-
crashed because
it
you
crashes the tabletop game.
My rattle box of doom only has 40 cells in it. I can only roll 40 locations at a time.
Now, that's a mech, said Bearded Coyote. The Marian hegemony version of the yeoman, says Mike. Yes. Yes. This is reasonable in some point of life, at some point in the universe.
In the Battletech universe, where everything is crazy, this is completely reasonable.
I mean, you could turn to single heat sinks, and I'd have 2 more slots for 2 more rocket launchers. I could unarmor the cockpit and add 2 rocket launcher 10s. I mean, you're gonna shut down anyways. You're gonna shut down anyways,
But
right?
Isn't I mean, wouldn't at that level of heat, wouldn't your guy just be cooked? On the advanced heat table, is there like hits that the guy takes when it gets over like
Yes.
60?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll take a point of heat damage.
And you're gonna do that for like 5 rounds because
Well, the mech cools down
Yeah,
and you're
it's-
unconscious.
No.
Yeah,
You
it's gonna
shoot and then
fry.
you eject. Jeez, guys.
It just has fire button linked to the ejection. One rocket goes up, the rest go forward.
You pull the ejection seat, and all the missiles go, and the mech falls down. And there you go. Like, no. You have to be reasonable with the Marian yeoman,
start crying.
and you shoot per region, like one arm, the other arm, a torso, the other torso.
Even Keltec thinks this is a bit much.
The Keltec version has the double heat sinks.
So the guy only roasts for half the time.
See, you can do stupid stuff in Battletech. This is as stupid as it goes. But good Lord, would that be? That would be the most epic thing that would have ever happened.
So Bob, why are you pounding the table in fury and disgust? I just got shot by 480 points of missiles.
My anti-missile stopped 2 of the shots.
Don't worry, they hit on they have a -1 to hit, so some of them have missed.
Yay.
But I paid for the elite pilot for the mech just to be funny.
I mean,
It's a 0.
I think Clan
0.
iOS
Is the
SRM1s you could. No, SRM2s are 0.5 ton. I mean, you could replace all of that with SRM2s if you want. You'd have
And then
less
they'd actually
missiles.
hit, but they'd actually hit.
Yes, but you'd have less range because the rocket launcher 10 does shoot at 18x's.
Really?
Yes. The bigger the rocket launcher, the less
Well,
range it has.
Long range, yeah, but still with that negative to hit. So you're not going to fire them at long range.
No, unless you're
No.
shooting at, a dropship. I mean, this is a perfect dropship killer.
The dropships landed. No, it didn't.
No, the dropship landed. Yeah, for 5 seconds. Then it flew up again. Why?
In pieces.
This is just like that. Well, it also didn't work, but the rocket corvette you were trying to build up once, trying to see how many rocket launchers we could fit into a warship.
A warship, yes. Because the rules exist for it.
It just doesn't quite fit out with the crit locations, but
Yeah.
the idea is there.
The idea is there. It's a bad idea, but it's hilarious.
Mistakes were made.
Do rocket launchers still have the 1 penalty now that MRMs don't? Very good question, Ghostfish. I do not have the new core rulebook because I'm not going to support piracy.
Is there a one-shot MRM?
Yes, there are 1-shot MRMs. They were in the list when I was doing the silly things. But an iOS MRM 10 is 2.5 tons.
Mm.
It's terrible. When the rocket launcher exists, it's terrible. Even if you didn't have the -1 to it, you still have a penalty to your cluster rolls. So
That's with the Apollo.
yeah. So I'm not. I mean, if you wanted to do the same thing but more sensible, you'd go with the improved OS SRM2s. That'd be the sensible thing to do. And I think if you were a clanner, you could have improved streak SRM2s, and I think they would be half a ton as well. And then you just pack.
I mean, if you're a clanner, you could use ATMs.
No.
Not IATMs, ATMs. There's plenty of ATM boats out there.
Yeah, but is there one-shot ATMs?
Well, not for mechs, but
see, that is sad. That is a sad thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing. There's the fusillades for proto-mechs, and I'm surprised that there isn't more things like that. Bring back the fusillade, but for mechs.
I'm not sure why there's prototype rocket launchers.
Introduction date, I think.
But I mean, the rocket launcher 10, 15, 20, I mean, it's basically, 1950s rocket launchers. So
prototype. We have 1940s rocket launchers.
Yay!
Bazookas.
Now in space. Why would you do this?
I remember reading Tanguy la Verdure. That's an old French comic about the Air Force. Basically, it's guys in the French Air Force doing all sorts of crazy adventures. And like in one of the first ones, they shoot down another plane with rockets. Like not a missile, actual rocket launchers mounted under the wings.
There's a battle of Pomona or battle.
It would probably happened a couple times during
they were trying to shoot a drone aircraft down. The Air Force sent up a plane with a bunch of rockets on it, and this drone got away from them, and so they were chasing it all over the sky trying to shoot this damn thing down, and they like ran the rocket airplanes out of ammo.
Is that the one with the all of the air-to-air rockets that were on the wingtips, and they were trying to shoot it down?
They were
and then
unguided.
They were like, well, that was a bad idea. I guess we're not going to use air-to-air rockets from now on.
They were like area effect rockets for just like filling the sky full of holes.
I mean,
and then it didn't work.
Battle of Palmdale, I think it's called.
I mean, I'm sure it happened a few times during the Korean War, where the Sabres and MiG-15s or whatever shot rockets at each other. But I mean,
disregard dogfighting, return to Genie.
I mean, there's also, back in the 50s and 60s, nuclear air-to-air rockets, because that's a smart idea.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the idea. It's an area of effect anti-air weapon.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to take down the enemy. You're going to take down the enemy bombers with it. That's the reason why it exists. Yeah. It existed is because they expected, fleets of bombers.
Right up
just
about
shoot it and.
On Wikipedia about the Battle of Palmdale, and it was out in California, and they had Northrop F-89 Scorpions trying to shoot this drone down, and they wound up setting. They caused a forest fire.
Yeah, Tanguy la Verdure was a fun series, but then they left the military because the military wasn't cool anymore and it wasn't that fun. But I mean, you saw the evolution of the French military Air Force while you were reading the comic. Like they start with, these kinds of things. And as time goes on, like there's a big section on the Mirage 3 where the people trying to steal them because it was, fancy back in the days. And they fly all sorts of things throughout the entire series. Yeah, that was a fun thing. It was a fun thing. And my dad got the entire series for $1 a comic at a discount sale. So we got the entire series for like $38. It's pretty good. Pretty good deal. $38 for a full series of comics. French comics are always a fun thing, fun history. And what's the other one?
Did we talk about the Grigori?
Grigori, not yet. Is it? Well, it's in a later book. That's why I just pulled the books up until 3060 for now.
This is the Word of Blake one, the Word of Blake heavy.
Yeah.
And it certainly does Word of Blake things.
Yeah. Grigori, yeah. I mean, it's weird how some of those work for the Word of Blake ones. Because often enough, the prime config I'm not sold on, and then you read some of the other ones, and you're like, oh, that's how it actually works. But I mean, improved sensor and improved comms for free is very good, like very, very good. MRM 20, LRM 15, Streak 4, light BPC, retractable blade. Prime config I'm not sold on. Like I said, it's a. I mean, I'd go twin 20s or twin 15. I wouldn't split my missile on this one. Just my choice here. But if you look at the other one, there's one with an heavy PPC, but plenty of medium lasers. There's one with MML7 and a rear-facing ER small laser because that's funny. And a plasma rifle, which is also funny. Lots of MRM 10s, Streak SRM 6.
These are all the Shadow
Divisions. It only goes 464 though, so it's not super fast.
In a world where every other 60-tonner is trying to go 5.8.
The 5.8 is slow for a 60-tonner. You know, you're going to be dueling Merlins with that kind of speed. That's not a good thing. It has a light engine, so it's not as bad there, but has the XL gyro, which is, I mean, you've got weight savings basically, but it's not a huge weight saving here. It's going to be a 1.5 tons for the XL gyro. Almost better off getting an XL on there.
It does seem like they built the base. They tried to design the base chassis before they fit anything in. That's why they have like light ferrofibrous instead of just going full ferrofibrous.
Light ferrofibrous on the mech is never a good idea. I mean, I've been sticking light ferrofibrous on a ton of my refits though recently because I mean, I've got 8 slots left. I've got armor room left. Well, I'm going to stick light ferro on and get,
well, you also
points
have
of armor more.
In the lore in the game, these mechs were developed very, very quickly.
Yes, but very, very well at the same time. So you have to. I mean, the two go together. The small cockpit doesn't really count when you've got a Mani Domini pilot in them.
Yeah.
I mean, in fluff, these things are dangerous, but like some of them are decent, some of them are good. This one here suffers from being 60-ton, I think. And
well, the Mana Domine are very good at shooting the unarmed and the helpless. I mean, they're terror troops.
Yeah, but you're going to be using those mechs in multiple situations, not just as a terror troop. So, I mean, the other ones I think are better than the Grigori. The Grigori is lackluster. I think the speed is one of the bigger problem on it because 464, 466, 46, not even any jump jets on the base model. These things are just going to get picked out really quickly in a game. I mean, I want to reduce your number of activations. This thing's not moving super fast. I've got Gauss rifles. I know what target I'm using. And it doesn't, with an XL gyro, I mean, you just need one clean hit in the center torso with one crit. Hit the gyro, this thing's on the ground. If you're not playing with all the fancy rules, it's got a small cockpit, it's not getting back up. And not getting back up is a big problem in the end. Light Pharaoh is better on assault mech that have a lot of armor points. The problem major with that is that your assault mech also has all the stuffs inside. So you have to worry about, do you have the 7 slots for the Light Pharaoh Fibrous? Because you might have filled that out with, heat sinks and other things that end up being a little bit more useful in the long run. So it's one of those cases where it could be hard to say. Yeah, Grigory, not sold on this one. We still got plenty of 60 tonners to talk about, though, so there is that.
I mean, it's certainly going to scare you when it comes at you during those Jihad book campaigns.
Yes, and I mean, you're going to be scared at it, and you're going to be worried, and then you're going to be like, it wasn't that bad.
And then you're going to pick through its corpse.
Is there anything that's really worth salvaging on them, though? That's one of the problem with those Jihad mechs. Often enough, you're like a clan mech, you blow it up, you get like the left torso still there, you open it up and you're like, oh, there's 2 medium lasers, yoink. And one of those things, you're like, okay, well, I got a C3I that I can't use because I got nobody that can program it. Great. I've got a light PPC, which we produce, an MRM-20, which is not that great, an LRM-15, which we can produce.
They actually talk in some of the Jihad books about them shoving those things out airlocks into the sun. Because of the bad reputation and stuff of the mechs, they just flat out destroy them. They don't even.
Oh yeah, well, you might salvage the parts off of it before you destroy it, but there's nothing really worded on it. Like there's nothing like big money. There's no big money parts on.
But what you do see them is them, committing terror campaigns.
I mean, if you're fighting, Succession War era mechs with these things are going to go poorly for the poor guy in a Succession era mech, basically.
Or an unarmed civilian.
Non-armed civilian. These things will be carrying battle armors as well. Yes, you are right. They are carrying.
Purifier squads would also be a problem.
There you are.
Actually, now that I think about it, are there any Word of Lake mechs that have Omni-mechs that have null sig? Because there's an interaction with battle armor with mimetic armor.
No, there's none that have null sig base. That's an Elkite thing.
That's a Hellkite thing. I think if I remember that somewhere in the rules about how mimetic armor or stealth armor works with battle armor mechanized on it.
Yeah, that's when the rules get very, very confusing.
I think they covered that rule and then just don't have any mechs that have the interaction, at least time. I mean, you can now that there's things like the Alpha Wolf, but I don't think there's any.
Is there any clan battle armor with medic armor?
No, it was just Word of Lake. There should be clan battle armor with stealth armor, I think, because the clans kept their stealth armor for their battle armor units. If I could, just a bit of an interaction: BA stealth, BA standard, improved. Find because there is clan battle armor with stealth.
There's a few
elemental 3s, yeah, and that's what you would be also encountering a lot of Cthulhuans, yeah. So it's actually stuff that Clan Wolf would have and possibly mechanized on.
Oh yeah, well, the Clan Wolf doesn't care about honor and stuff anymore, so it's fine.
Well, yeah, on battle armor there was never the problem. It was just on mechs that was the problem.
I mean, the Alpha Wolf is certainly a thing. I don't think it's bad though.
Hey, at the same time, you have the Alpha Wolf, and it's stealth armor, and then there's the rigid, conservative, very traditional Jade Falcon with developing talons, so their mechs can kick better. And
that's the wonderful world of Dark Age, where things got a little bit weird. What's the other one? The Wolfen. The Wolfen is another Omni with battle armor. With another Omni with stealth
armor. And that is
Clan Wolf, 300 XXL engine on a 30 tonner, because reasons. With an Ultra AC2 and with an Ultra AC2 and an ATM3. Yeah.
And half a ton of cargo because they couldn't fit anything else in. Okay.
Put a light active probe in, idiots.
Yeah. Idiots and the other ones.
He's,
Some of the other
he
variants actually
carries
use
water
that.
up to the troops up the front. That's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
But I mean, the H version with an improved heavy large and 2 improved heavy medium going 10-15, that's going to work.
And
but you're going to
stealth
cook
armor
yourself
to
alive.
protect it. So
Yeah, but you're going to cook yourself alive.
right. You don't have the heat sinking for that then.
No, you don't, because you have an XXL engine. So you generate 4 by running.
This is the same problem. What is it? The Cephalus has. With it doesn't have stealth armor, but it has Nullsig and Chameleon. And an XXL engine. So it just cooks itself. And then there's the version with jump jets. And I don't think you can jump.
That is dumb.
Jump 7 with Nullsig and Chameleon. I think it just cooks itself.
So
but I think that's the one that they made the interaction with, that you can have battle armor riding it and how that interacts with its stealth systems.
It is a version with supercharger, because you need a supercharger on a thing going 10-15.
Faster. Go fast.
Yeah. Those were Dark Age mechs, so they had minis and they had to try to fit something with it. Half a ton of cargo for beer. That's a lot of beer, but you know, there's weirder things that have been done.
Tambiki Dark. I mean, you're right there.
Yeah,
elementals drink a lot, you know.
There is that. Elementals do drink a lot. Oh, that's the Beowulf with a stealth armor. All right. We're going to end it there, I think. We've got more 60-tonners to talk about later on. I'm not sure what I'm doing.
We'll talk about Saga some other time.
Yeah, we'll talk about that some other time. I'm still messing with all sorts of stuff. I've got some classes. I did do more or less of a tech tree. So it's...
I should try to pull up the... for the Star Sector tech tree from one of the mods.
Well, it would give me an idea of how to mess with things. I mean, I've tried to put, I think Case is not on there. Com equipment leads you to Beagle Active Probe. Weird things like that.
Because that's all standard stuff. But I remember the tech tree also including basically primitive stuff of you alone basically don't have just set up on a planet. And you don't really have a centralized industry yet. So what are you producing? And there's still a reason for it. You know, you can still make like industrial mechs. You can still make tanks. You can still make primitive equipment of this was clearly built by 3 guys in a shed.
Well, in this case, it's not supposed to be like that. Anyways, I'm really focusing more on making this gamey rather than, you know, lore accurate in many ways, because I think it's more... it would be more fun in the end, and with the hotspots that I've been writing, it's gonna be better that way anyways. I mean, you help Dracula get his Castle Bryan back, and to do that you have to fight some gene cast monstrosities that are proto mechs and battle armors.
Perfect.
I mean, and then I had to think, like, how am I, like, they're supposed to be animals. They're not supposed to be actual monsters, you know, actual mechs. So how do they behave? Well, they've got an engagement range around them of like 10 X's. If you walk in that 10 X's, they attack you. If you don't walk in that 10 X's, they don't. So you have to clear out various areas in order for vehicles to go by and start repairing the castle and things like that. You know, stuff that would be gamey and stuff that would be, you know, different than just kill the bad guys, because I always have that problem when I make missions. It's always kill the bad guys, which is very easy to write for a mission, but it's, you know, quite different when you're trying to get things done. There's the cave mission too. There's also the cave mission where the maximum height of the ills you're on, that's the height of the cave. So you can't go above that, and you can't go on one level under because your mech just can't fit. I'm trying to.
I think Mega Mech has a cave map where it's just lots of it is inaccessible.
Yeah, but
I
in
think you
this
could do
case
that.
here, it's so you can use any map that you have to
Oh.
do that, rather than just have a particular one. And you fight goblins, but it's the name of a mercenary unit called the Goblins. Grozny's Goblin, something like that. Gazula's Goblin, sorry.
Goblin? Like the MechWarrior 5 pilot?
And how did I do that one? Oh, yeah. Make as many mechs as light and medium mechs from the mercenaries and pirate list, and have as many melee weapons as possible on them. And minefields, because minefields are things pirates do. And in a mine or in a cave, mines will be a huge problem because you'll have to clear them. You won't be able to just jump over them.
Oh, finally, mine clearing LRMs have a use.
Yay! So this one was fairly straightforward. Like, this one was a lot of fight the bad guys, though. So this one's pretty straightforward. You're basically fighting pirates in their cave outlet. And the last one is beat the boss. In is, what does he have? A hatchet man. Okay, it might not be the most fancy mech ever. Okay, he's got a hatchet man. But, I mean, you have a hatchet man. And when you complete the mission, you unlock the hatchet man, a sword, a hatchet, and a mace that you can then use on your mechs. Yes, a cave full of goblins and kobolds. Just that you're going to call the other guy the goblin. I mean, that's kind of what I'm messing with those things here. And I'm going with kind of the same format a little bit as the hotspots and like interlands and stuff like that, with complications you can roll, things like that. But you can't buy mechs because you start with your own mechs and stuff like that. So that's a bit different. Hey, Mobius, even though we're probably going to be wrapping things up, welcome in. Did I open it? No, I didn't open it. Opened the Goblins one. That's the one I wrote for the mercenaries, where there's a completely a mission where you shouldn't have to shoot a single shot. Now that's different for Battletech.
I should try to pull up the colony crises from Star Sector.
That also
because
works.
Look, it's politics, but no, wait. It's real politics. Like, for instance, if you simply don't use Sapien AI cores, the hegemony will never bother you.
That might be a good thing.
Same with the pirates. You could pay them off, or you can just shoot them. Up to you. Same with the Persian League, trying to get you to pay taxes. You can shoot them.
Shoot the tax collector. That's always a good idea. Yeah, it's a mission where you have to find a guy in a downed mech. So there's no enemy on the map, but there's mines left over from a previous fight, and there's forest fires. If the forest fire hits the guy, you lose. So try to find the guy before the forest fires start causing problems.
But hey, the more of the map burns down and we haven't lost, the fewer tiles we have to search.
There you go. Then a medevac escort, which is not too bad, but that's a different type of mission. And then you beat the living hell out of Wacko's Rangers. This one gives you a Cyclops when you complete it. It unlocks the Cyclops if you want to have Cyclops. There's some people that might be sold on getting Cyclopses. You also get an additional player, which is an additional character. So that's not a bad, that's a good quest to do. But I mean, I'm trying to do like those starter quests right now. So trying to get the things for that. And revamping Castlevania is where you help House Dracul gets his Castle Brian back, because that's important. It's gene cast monsters everywhere because, hey, we'll use your stuff, Randall. We'll be happy to use it for that. You don't even have to use the abomination rules. Just use regular Protomax and battle armors. That'll work, right? First mission is just you're trying to clean them out. Second mission, you have to repair the place. So you have a bunch of vehicles that can do it for you. But if you have your own mechs, well, you can repair the stuff and build the stuff with your own mechs as long as you've got hands. you can start doing that. So have mechs with ants or industrial mechs with you. And the last one is to escort
an industrial mech with a repair arm or something.
And the last mission is help Dracula get into his castle. This one unlocks the spider. I mean, it's a thing that is unlocked. And you can then buy satyrs and minotaurs in your store. That might be overpowered, though. I might have to change that because that might be a bit too good. Satire is not that good, but the minotaur can be a problem. And for complications, the monsters are not as active. The monsters have extra platoons of infantry representing their kids. They're more aggressive, or you put a light mech as a monster. It's a giant monster that's a kaiju, and he controls the other gene cast monstrosities. He's the super monster. Like, I'm trying to do missions that are different, trying to do missions that are wacky, because Battletech doesn't have enough wacky stuff. So that might be a good idea.
Ask Hellkite to make those abomination proto-mechs.
No, then they will be abominable.
Yeah,
and the players won't want to play.
Do you have his Maenad design?
Oh, yes. I've got those things.
Just a bunch of those with their melee weapons.
That would be pretty bad. I mean, I know he made... Didn't he make some with stealth armor on top of things?
Oh, yeah, with... not stealth armor, but...
Mimetic or whatever.
Chameleon.
I mean, that would work for some of those things. Yeah, I can ask Hellkite for some help on some of those things. I mean, we can use those gene cast stuff on a bunch of those things just to have regular monsters. Like, this is an RPG you play in the Battletech universe rather than, playing Battletech. Because for sure that there's going to be dumb people that are going to be doing this kind of stuff in Battletech.
A bunch of Maenads with hidden deployment. Hellkite would love that.
It would be terrifying, especially since you're walking up there with succession arrow mechs. No, that's not fair. The other guy's not gonna.
Cool, you have a battle mech. Do you feel in control?
You are not in control. I mean, already like a Minotaur is what, an ER medium laser?
2 ER medium
lasers. Like, those are the big monsters. That's a big monster. I mean, a single one is worth the same BV as a locust. So imagine that. Oh, one with an LRM-12. Well. Oh, there's one with an LB2X. It doesn't have a protomech autocannon. It has an actual autocannon.
Yeah, then the other version, I think, there's another version of it that has the protomech autocannon.
A protomech AC2 on the 4. I'm not sure I'd take that before the one with an LB2X. I think the LB2X would be better. Oh, but it has less armor. Yeah. And no jump jets. Okay. I understand. There's one with 2 improved heavy small lasers and an SRM-5. Ugh. But it's not worth that much BV. It's the kind of stuff that I need to sit down and number crunch, basically, to try to figure out.
Hellkite's Maenad, which is like a 12-ton proto-mech that jumps 7 with its wing and a heavy flamer and a melee weapon and chameleon.
Yeah, I fought those things. I didn't like it.
Fun.
Yeah, we'll go with fun. We'll go with that. All right. I will leave it at that, and I will see everybody later tomorrow. We've got a video on light mechs, on the clan light mechs. I didn't cover every single one, but I covered every single Omni mechs from before the invasion. I didn't cover every single light mech because that would have been very long, because there's quite a few. But I've been trying to get things going there. So I thank everybody for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.